What up, welcome back to the channel. I'm Moni and we are locked in. This is the recap for episode 6 of Snowfall, season 6. And like I've been mentioning, there's a war going on outside and you have to decide which side you're with. Are we with Franklin Saint? Are we with Jerome and Louie? Are we with Teddy? You gotta decide, because this episode right here is where we see action start to pick up. And unfortunately, we lose some people, but hey, the story must go on. So before we jump into this and break down this episode, if you like Snowfall content, breakdowns, recaps, walkthroughs, theories, and predictions like this, then hit your subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Make sure you hit that like button and follow me on Instagram right here. Now, Franklin wants his money back. Last week, we got rid of Teddy's dad. This week, we should be getting the money. It should be moving like that. That's how fast Franklin wants everything to go. But you know, it's not going to move like that. So let's jump into it and see what happened in episode 6 of Snowfall.
FX's Snowfall.
We start the episode off with Teddy making phone calls to Julia and to the kid to get up out the house, follow the police escorts. Because the last thing we heard Franklin say was, "I'ma kill your family and make them bleed out like your dad." So Teddy is scared now. He's shook. He's never been in this position. So he's telling his boss, we need eyes on Franklin ASAP. Because right now, everybody's scrambling to try to get their ducks in a row because this could all crumble down. Veronique and Cassandra, they're talking. They're at the airport in Flagstaff. They've been on the move since the killing of Teddy's dad. Now, Cassandra doesn't want anything to do with this. She wants to get on the plane. She got passports for her and Veronique. The baby could be born. They could run off. But Veronique doesn't want to continue running. And she's saying, nah, I think I'm going to stay with Franklin. Franklin shows up and Cassandra's saying, hey, we're going to take the baby out of here. Franklin asks Veronique, do you want to leave? She's like, nah, I want to stay here with Franklin. He's a good man, never raised his voice or anything. So it looks like Veronique, she's in here for the long run. Her mama, not so much. Louie's looking for Jerome, but he's out and about. He pulls up eventually, drunk as hell. And he tells her straight up, I'm leaving. I'm going to Jamaica, Kingston. I got to get out of here. He don't want to sell crack no more. He don't want to go at it with his family no more. So he's looking for a way out. He wants to get his money and dip. But it's not the same for Louie. Louie got that power. Now, once she got that power, she wants to continue to use it until she finds who she really is. But Jerome wants no parts of this because he sees it's tearing everybody down. Everybody meets up in the projects at Leon's because Franklin needs to let them know, hey, it's about to get crazy in here. So we need to be on our P's and Q's right now. Now he's telling his mom to leave because he's trying to fish out Teddy. But Leon is saying, look, we staying here in the projects. Your mom can stay here. If Teddy want to come into the projects, then he's going to have to deal with that. And even Cissy is saying, yeah, it's a little bit safer here in the projects than laying on a cot and on the run somewhere. So Franklin is letting them know, hey, man, it's about to get serious out here. But y'all need to be prepared. And if my mom is going to stay here, hold it down. But I'll be back. Teddy finally shows up at the KGB's house, aka Ruben. Now you remember last time he was in here, he did a little search of the house. He's seen a few things and now he's back. But there is no play here. He just wants to talk to Ruben. And the reason he wants to talk to Ruben is because he knows the KGB is trying to bring down everything he worked for. And if that happens, that's bad for everybody. So he's telling Ruben, listen, if we sit down and work together, we can get rid of Franklin and we can make some things happen for you to keep you good. Because if you don't get any work done, they're going to get rid of you. So I'll be back here tomorrow. If you're here, that means you want my help. If you're not here, Ruben, that means the next time that I find you or see you, I'm killing you. So this is giving Ruben an ultimatum. Either squash this, what you got going on with Teddy, and move about, we protect you, or get ready for war. The next morning, Jerome gets up and he's still recovering from that Henny from last night. But Louie is saying, you're really done? You're going to leave? He said, yeah, I don't want to do anything with the dope game anymore. I just want to get the hell out of here, start fresh and chill, kick my feet up, relax. Crack is killing people. But Louie is saying she wants to get her money out of Panama. She fears Teddy. Jerome doesn't. And like I mentioned earlier, once she got that power, she's continuing to run off of it. That battery is in her back, and right now it's got a little charge, and she don't want to leave the game alone. But Jerome knows, and Jerome has been telling her over the seasons that, hey, this might not be it for us. But at some point, you got to exit the game, or you become consumed by it. They finally kidnapped Auntie Louie at the stable, pulled guns on her, killed security. Franklin is getting bricked together for Leon, and Veronique wants to know where the car is in case something goes wrong in the drop. She can go and pick the Chevelle up. But Franklin gets a page, and when he returns the call, we hear a voice. Franklin, do you like fish? Because I caught something big. Now it's Kane, and he's saying that he has Auntie Louie in a warehouse on the other side of town. Show up. We got some questions to ask. Kane got Auntie Louie tied up, kicking her and telling her, hey, I just want a couple of questions answered. And then he starts telling the story about his girl and how she was going to move back up to the Vallejo because of the crime and everything. Now, Kane is saying all this crime is because of you, Louie. You have my girl talking about leaving. Y'all shot me. Y'all have done all kinds of things to me. Well, it looks like right now Kane wants some get back. And Auntie Louie, this is a part of the game. You just told Jerome earlier today that power went to your head. Franklin finally shows up to see Louie. Now they got to pat him down. They got to check vehicles, but this is Franklin. When he gets in there, Kane's in the back. His boy got a blowtorch, and it looks like they about to go ahead and put that fire on Louie. Now he starts telling a story about how his family made him brand the cows and he thought it would hurt, but then he went around and he just did it to everybody. Now Jerome don't know what's going on, but Louie's about to feel what's going on, and she gets a cane on her chest. Kane's looking at Franklin. Franklin, no emotion. Franklin is making calls because he knows that Jerome isn't going to return his page. So he hits up Leon. Leon, get in contact with Jerome. I got some information. Right now, we need to link up. Leon pulls up with guns, and then Jerome pulls up. Franklin told Leon you didn't have to come to this. But Jerome, he's already upset with Franklin, but he wants his bae back. He's willing to kill anybody for it. But Franklin is saying, we got to do this together. If not, she's not going to survive. And Jerome, he wants her to survive. So he listens. Kane has Louie tied up in the back, and he brings a 2-bit pimp in, and he's doing what he's doing, trying to extract some information about Buckley, also taking it to another level back there. Franklin shows up, and we're thinking, what the hell's about to happen? Well, in his trunk, he had Uncle Jerome. Now, one of the security guards, the one that had been waiting out for Louie, he lets Franklin through and says he's good. So we got to watch him. Is he on the inside? But Franklin comes in here. You can hear Louie in the back screaming. They take out all the guards up front. Even Scully's here. And it's about to go down. Because one of the gentlemen say, I'm going to tell Kane that you're here. Franklin shoots him. And it goes down. All hell is broke loose. Jerome is on a killing spree. Franklin knocking people off. Leon outside shooting people off the roof. And now we get the showdown that we've been waiting on. Kane versus Jerome. And Louie's in the middle of it. The standoff didn't last as long as we thought it would. Kane says, hey, man, we from the same block. Let's squash it, man. We good. We lost too many. But he is holding Louie, and Jerome says, nah, I can't do that. Louie runs off to the side. These two get to shooting at each other. Pop, 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 pop. Kane goes down. We're like, all right, bet. Jerome did it. He survived. Well, when Louie gets over there, she realizes that Jerome was shot too. Jerome falls to the ground. Scully, Leon, Franklin, Louie, all in one room together over the body of Jerome. R.I.P. to Jerome. And man, it looks like they might all have to work together moving forward from here. All right, let me know what you think about episode 6. R.I.P. to Jerome, man. I wasn't expecting to see him go out like this. I knew that he was probably going to die, but damn. R.I.P. to Jerome. Let me know what you think about episode 6. Make sure you tune in tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, for the breakdown of this. We're going to go in depth on each character. Man, R.I.P. Jerome is all I'm going to say, man. Jammin' Jerome, one of my favorite characters. Damn. And we still ain't got that 73M back. Let me know what you think about it. I'm Mo.J. Make sure you tune in tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, for the after show discussion. Thanks for watching. I'm out.